Hello all, welcome back to the series of lectures on advanced distributed computing. Today we are going to discuss what is Christian's algorithm and Berkeley's algorithm. Both algorithms we use for clock synchronization in physical clocks. So first we will see what is Christian's algorithm and then we will move towards Berkeley's algorithm. Christian algorithm's concept is very simple. This is a centralized algorithm and this is based on the client-server model. So as per Christian's algorithm, client want to adjust its clock. So client send request to server requesting the standard time, that is UTC time, available on the server, and server process that request and send reply back to the client. So whatever the reply sent back to the client, server also calculate the delay in between sending these messages. So that delay is also crucial. And when client sends request to server, it uses the remote procedure call to the time server to obtain the time. That thing we need to remember. Now we will see the diagram. In this diagram you will observe that this is a client and this is a time server. Client is requesting to the time server for the current time, that is a standard time, UTC time. You will observe that at T0 is nothing but the time. At T0 client sends the request to the server. Server process that request and it takes this much time. This is what the server time taken by the time server to calculate the time, and then it sends response to the client at T1 time. T1 is also a time. At T1 client receives the response, that is what the standard time, UTC time. So this is how the algorithm works. Client sends request and it gets response after some time. Now in this you will observe that there is a delay. This is what the processing time is at the server side, and this time at the client side it takes to send and receive that particular time. So we need to calculate a round trip delay time, and how we will calculate that? It's very easy. At client side it is T1 minus T0. So round trip delay time is T1 minus T0. That is very clear. But what timestamp this client will receive, that we need to discuss. So friends, the new time can be set to the time written by the server, plus time that elapsed since the server generated the timestamp, and it is equal to TP inside the bracket T1 minus T0 divided by 2. That means what? This is average of round trip delay time plus the time taken by the server. अब जो भी टाइम स्टैम्प यहाँ पे सेट होगा ना T1 पे, क्लाइंट को T1 जो टाइम यहाँ पे जो मिल रहा है फ्रॉम सर्वर, तो सर्वर ने तो कैलकुलेट किया होगा और वहां से यहाँ आने तक कुछ तो टाइम लगा होगा ना. जो टाइम इलैप्स हुआ है वो भी कंसीडर होना चाहिए, अदरवाइज इसको ओल्ड टाइम मिलेगा, क्लाइंट को ओल्ड टाइम मिलेगा जो सर्वर ने कैलकुलेट किया है. अब होना ये चाहिए कि जो भी बीच में टाइम गया है ट्रांसफर करने के लिए वो टाइम भी कैलकुलेट होना चाहिए और उसके हिसाब से जो नया टाइम है वो सेट होना चाहिए. फॉर दैट वी आर यूजिंग दिस फॉर्मूला. ओके, वी आर कैलकुलेटिंग द एवरेज ऑफ राउंड ट्रिप डिले टाइम and we are considering the server time also in this algorithm. So this is how this Christian's algorithm works, and we set a new timestamp at client side using Christian's algorithm. Now next algorithm is Berkeley's algorithm. This is little different from the previous one, Christian's algorithm. How it is different? Because in Christian's algorithm we use client server model where server have the standard time, that is UTC time, and a client request for the standard time and server sends back that standard time and client adjusts that clock. Considering the delays, client adjusts the clock. But in Berkeley's algorithm you will observe that there is only one master server, and that master server sends a poll message periodically asking for the time to all the slaves on the network. Suppose you have a network of 10 PCs and you have appointed one server in that 10 PC. So that server PC, the master PC, that will send message to the remaining 9 PCs to request its time. Okay, so this is how it will work. It will send a poll message to all the PCs, all the computers in the network, and it will ask for the time, and then all these computers will return its current time to the server. What server will do now? Server will calculate the average of all the times. After calculating average time, server will send an offset message to all the slaves to adjust their clock as per the new average time. So that offset message will be sent. So यहाँ पे क्या होगा, थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस ये है कि यहाँ पे एक ऑफसेट मैसेज सेंड होगा और उसमें क्या होगा कि जो क्लॉक है सर्वर ने जो एवरेज टाइम जो कैलकुलेट किया है उससे एडजस्ट करने के लिए कितना प्लस माइनस करना है वो मैसेज सर्वर क्लाइंट को सेंड करेगा, स्लेव्स को सेंड करेगा. If master machine fails, any other slave could be elected to take over. So that this is what the Berkeley's algorithm is. Now we will see the diagram, and in this example you will observe that this is a server and these are the slaves on the network. So as per the Berkeley's algorithm, this server will send poll messages to all the slaves to request its time, to ask its time, and they will return its current time. For example, this clock will return 2:50 to the server, this clock will return 3:25 to this server. Server will return its own time. So this is how all the slaves will return its timestamp, whatever the current time, it will return to the server. Then server will calculate the average. How it will calculate the average? Its own time plus these two slaves, it will do addition and divided by 3. That is what the average, and that average will be calculated by the server machine, and in this case it's 305. After calculation of this average time, server will send offset message. That can be a plus minus offset value, it will send to the slaves. For example, in this example you will observe that the value of this slave is 250, correct? So we need to adjust it to 305. So server will send offset value plus 15 to this clock, and in this case it is 325. So we need to decrement the value to adjust to 305. So server will send value minus 20 to this clock. So this is how this Berkeley's algorithm will work. If you have any query regarding these two algorithms, you can leave comment in comment box. I will definitely answer you. Thank you very much.